G'day, I'm Sharyn and welcome. About a week ago I had a comment from somebody called Joyce. Thank you, Joyce, who asked about the upgrade to the Janome 550E. I must admit I haven't thought about them for a long time because I don't work in the industry anymore. Turns out there is an upgrade available for the 400, 450, 500 and 500Es of the Janome range, and also the Elna Expressive 830. These upgrades are possible to do yourself. However, if you have the option, call your local dealer and find out if they can do it for you. It could save you quite a bit of blood pressure medication to have them do it. You don't have to worry about doing it wrong. Maybe buy some stuff while you're there to thank them for their efforts, and you'll be on your way and you'll know it's all going to be working. If you do not have that option, then this is a walkthrough, but I'm not going to do it completely. We start out with a USB. I'm using a 32 gig USB. It needs to be formatted the right way, and it needs to be clean in terms of you don't have anything else on there. So the initial thing I'm going to do is format the key the way that it has to be done. I've inserted a USB drive into my computer and it's a 32 gig, and I'm just going to right click on that USB drive and go to format. And I need to make sure that it is no more than FAT32 or perhaps FAT16 file system. FAT32 is what it's giving me. Make sure that's what it is. And it's complete, so it's been formatted now. You may have just learned more about your computer than you ever wanted to know. If that did not work because there was no option for FAT32 or FAT16, you'll need to talk to somebody else, because that's one of the places I'm just not going to go further on. Find out somebody who can help you format that USB to the correct format. Next, you need to open your internet browser. Bing, Edge, Google, whatever, Ecosia, whatever you use. And search for Janome Sewing Machine firmware updates or Elna Sewing Machine firmware updates. That's what we're looking for. These are what it has come up. This is the one I'm looking for, Machine Owners Information and Updates, Janome Global site. That's where I'm going. Number 6 is for the 550E, 500E, 450E and 400E. Go in there and it's going to tell me this is a machine update, and this is a bunch of free designs that you can download. We're going in there. This is the information at the start of the update. This update includes compatibility with a square 10 centimetre hoop, and it fixes up some minor issues. They never tell you what those minor issues are. You probably will never know. So now we get to the meat and potatoes of why this update has been done. Janome have produced a new hoop for these machines. It is 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, or about 4 inches by 4 inches. This tells the sewing machine that that hoop is possible. If you're never going to get that hoop, probably doesn't matter very much to do this update. But if you plan on using the 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre hoop, do the update. It's really important that the machine does not think it's got a bigger hoop on it, and then it runs into this smaller hoop. My playlist of things about these machines does include telling you, always make sure that the machine knows which hoop is on it. Same for your Elna. If you're going to get that 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre hoop, make sure you do this update. Update files are separated buy your own sewing machine software version. We're now going to turn on the sewing machine and find out which version of the software is already on your machine, because you have to apply the correct update to match your version of the machine. I apologise, the sound isn't very good in this, and when I turn the machine on, this version number only lasts maybe a second and a half. You've got to be fast to see it. When I turn the machine on, I need to be noticing there's going to be a version number for the machine turn up in that corner. There it is, version 3.10, and it's gone. I'm going to go and have a look at what it's like at the moment. So we're in the edit screen and we're looking at the big 200 by 200 hoop. If we look down here, we've got all the hoops. There are currently 2 pages, each with 4 hoops on them. So we've got 8 hoops at the moment. Hopefully at the end of this we will have 9 hoops. So we turned on the machine and saw that. So this is the update version that I need for the machine that I'm doing. This is the one you might need if you've got this USB-S bit to it, or you might need this one that says USB-D. Depends on what machine update you already have or firmware you already have, which one you have to get. So I'm going to come down here. Please download the update data to version 3.2 from the following link, and there's also some installation instructions. I'm going to push them first. The installation instructions come up like this in a new tab. So download the file from the website and save it on your PC. Open the unpacked file. So we're going to have to, it's going to be sent to us zipped and we need to unzip it. And there is a thing that says how to unzip things if you don't know how to do that. Double click on the machine update folder and then on the tool, which is a .exe file. You'll get some information and you tell it where it's going to put the update. So that's basically what we're going to do. Insert the USB stick that we've formatted to the FAT32 or FAT16 into your computer, ready for the update to go onto it. Coming back here, we now need to actually get the update. So I'm going to click on that, and there it is, zipped file. I'm going to open it. It's in my downloads. There it is. And I've just opened that up a bit further so that you can see it is actually a zipped folder. So it's got a picture of zip on it. So I'm going to go in here and I go extract all. I'm happy it's going to put them next to that. Extract. So at this point it has extracted them. I'm going to open it up. Machine update. That's what I need. I'm going to get the update tool. Windows doesn't want me to do this because it doesn't know that this is safe. I want it to run anyway. I'm going to trust Janome on this. They'd be in a lot of trouble if they did the wrong thing. Please read the instructions. I've already got them in a different tab. Insert the USB into the PC, which I've already done. Select that. So that's the one where I want it to be. Copy the update data to the USB flash drive. Copy. Copying is completed. Start up your sewing machine in update mode. The update takes about 3.5 minutes. However, I didn't think you'd want to sit through that, so I sped it up by 10 times. You will notice that the lines go down the machine a couple of times. During this process, until it gets to the point where it says finished, do not turn the machine off and do not take that USB out of the machine. I have everything now on my USB key. I insert that into the machine, hold down the start stop and the thread cutter buttons at the same time and keep them held down while I turn on the machine. It requires about 3 seconds. The screen is telling me it's finished. Turn the machine off. Remove the USB with the update on it and turn the machine back on. It's now saying ver 3.2, so the update has happened. And now let's have a look and see if we've got that extra hoop. In the edit screen, go to the hoops. It's the 14, the 20, 20 rectangular, big one. There they all are, but now we've got 3 pages of them, and the third page includes the 100 by 100. I'm sure you can see that for a lot of people this would be a very tension-inducing thing to do. If you can, go to a dealer and get them to do it. And if you bought your machine from a big box store, make sure you pay them for their effort and for the help they're giving you. If you need to do it on your own, you might need to find somebody who's got better computer skills to be able to do it, but it is possible. And also, just remember, you may or may not really need it if you're never going to have that 10 centimetre hoop. I have got an entire playlist of information about these machines. I find it amazing that so many people look up the settings but do not look at the edit screen. The edit screen is the thing you will use 100 times more than you'll ever use those settings. Go and check it out, and I shall see you next time.